Hi everyone, welcome to another video on the second channel. As you guys know, we live in Los Angeles and we're surrounded by these incredible properties which we tour on the main channel. And a few months ago, we had a chance to tour this incredible property in Calabasas, California. I'm sure most of you have already seen that video. But what you guys don't know is that the day we shot that property, we also had a chance to interview the designer of that home, Michael Palumbo. Michael Palumbo is someone that I admire a lot. I'm a fan of his work, and I was super stoked that he took his time to answer a few of our questions in regards to that development. Now let's begin the interview. Today we're in Calabasas and touring this incredible $38 million newly constructed mansion, and we have Michael Palumbo here, who's the designer of this home. Thank you for sitting down with us and sharing your thoughts on this house.
Thanks for having me.
The first thing I want to ask you, when I first walked through the entire house, the design elements, the colors, the finishes, there are a lot of bold elements in this house, but yet they all work together seamlessly, and house actually has a really warm and cozy vibe. How do you accomplish that in your designs?
That's what we go for, is warm. It's the warmth of a contemporary where you don't get it in most contemporary homes. You feel very cold and mausoleum-like. Here, all my houses are, that's what I strive for, is that warmth. All the cabinetry, all the furnishings, everything are from Italy. I go 4 times a year personally and hand pick and hand select each piece. And it is a daunting job because we design the house architecture-wise. We have an in-house architect. And then you're looking at plans and you're in Italy and you're under the gun because you're only there for 8 days, and you might be there for the Milan Fair, and then you're going to the shopping. So somebody was asking me earlier, how do you get a 22,000 square foot house all done where it all works, where you're looking at, oh, why'd you put a pink thing here or something? We don't have that here, And I guess I was born with it, something that it's a curse and a blessing, because I see the bad in things first, and I have more pictures of problems in projects than I do the good, but I have those problems fixed.
I can relate to you, and honestly, I love that when I walked through this property, I saw all these like little finished details. I'm like, it's so cool, right? You're recessed in your kitchen sinks, your cabinetry, those bifold pocketing indoors that you have for the wine cellar. I thought those were really fine details. And how do you keep it practical, right? When you have this many details and this many trades and people working together on such a big scale project, how you pull it off, just like you said, when you walk in, everything just makes sense and it kind of feels effortless.
One of the good things is I'm probably one of the only designers who understand costs, because I was a general contractor in a previous life.
There you go.
I was always a designer, but I had my license and I was using it to build my own speculation homes when they were under $2 million. And then the design aspect everybody wanted, so I just traded the GC because I couldn't do it anymore. But what's good about that for a client or for a home like this is I know the cost. I just don't design an upside down pineapple that's going to be, $150,000. So I know where to spend the money on these homes, and I know where not to spend the money. And when you go into it, like you said, it has to flow. One of my trademarks are this 1/2-inch reveal on all the top and bottoms. I have floating walls. They're
including your bathrooms.
Including the and the tile work, right?
True.
And then I have full height floor to ceiling doors. And I like it because when you look at the doors around here, they flow in and out. There's no header to stop them.
I hear you. So another thing I would like you to talk about, this property, the lot itself, the grounds, it's a unique setting. You have this retaining wall here that you had to work around, but at the same time you have this incredible pool. It's raised an infinity edge. Views are unbelievable. When you positioned the house and the lot and the view corridors, what was your vision and why you went with this direction?
Well, the pool, for example, I wanted that 4-side raised infinity because it just, when you see it, when you guys show it, it's amazing, right?
It's amazing.
And then we have 2 Baja shelves on it. We have the jacuzzi in the middle, but you look at a sheet of glass, right? And the sheet of glass looks out to the best view in this neighborhood. It's got the Santa Monica Conservatory, and today, if you see the white back there, that's actually Malibu Ocean. That's the ocean back there that you're seeing.
Did not know that.
Yeah. And in about 2 more months, if we get rain, who knows, the mountains back there, the Santa Monica Conservatory, turns greener than green. It's a beautiful setting. So we're not allowed, because of the conservatory, we're not allowed to touch the
partial wall, I guess.
Anything behind that fence up there, right? So the property line. And we can't do it, but what was great about it, at first I was like, oh, if we could cut it, you see more view. But what's great about it, we get 80-mile-an-hour winds up here sometimes. And it blocks that wind from coming in. So you have the great views on the south side here, or the east side, and then you have the Purple Heart, which I did the landscape architecture here too. It's a beautiful plant that just, and it's all year, and it gives it that color. And I'm always thinking color. Most designers, when they're doing homes, or when you see a spec home, you see so many neutrals. And I'm like, I'm over it, you know, let's get some color. So I, not just pops of color, I try to integrate. The more and more the years go, I get more and more color, like you see the purple here. It's something that I think isn't done enough of, and I think it brings a lot of warmth into the house.
I agree. I think it differentiates your designs as well. As soon as you look at the pictures, you know this is not your everyday neutral spec home.
Yes.
I want to ask you one more thing.
Sure.
I toured the whole home. I looked at every single room. Which room is your favorite and why? I would love to hear that.
So the basement bar downstairs is up for Bar of the Year award, right?
Wow.
And why it's my favorite is because I put so much effort into that bar. The superintendent, and he also has a finish crew, and he's a finish carpenter by trade. We would stay in here till midnight sometimes, and we were tweaking this bar, and we finally got it right. And it's our tequila bar downstairs, and it's my favorite part of the house. But I mean, I love the grounds here. I love everything, right? But I mean, that specific bar, I just, you know, it puts a smile on my face every time I see it.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Next time we walked in there, I'm for sure gonna have a different look at it now that you mentioned me all these details.
Great, good,
well,
good.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us a chance to kind of hear your part of the story, and then you guys can follow Mike. We'll leave his Instagram in the description as well. All right, guys, that's it for the interview. I really want to thank Michael Palumbo for sharing his thoughts in regards to that development. I will leave all of his links down in the description as well. And let me know in the comment section if you want me to feature more developers, designers, and architects that are behind the properties that we feature on the main channel. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a like. If you have any questions or input, as always, leave us a comment down below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel as well as our main channel. And we'll see you guys next week.